AP Calculus free response practice question. Find the equations of the tangent lines at the zeros of the function f of x is equal to sine of x on the closed interval 0 to 2 pi. So I guess what I'd start with is this. I'd start with the unit circle, wouldn't you? So here's our unit circle. It's not a very good unit circle. And we want to know from here, right? We want to know from here to here and back to here. So that would give us zeros at 0, at pi, and at 2 pi. Isn't that true? Okay. So that's where our zeros are, I think, right? So let's do it this way. Let's do it. Zeros, and we'll put the tangent line here. Tangent line here. So it has zeros at 0, at pi, and at 2 pi. So at 0, right? Oh, first off, I guess we better do this, right? We better, ooh, wow, that's really bad. We better take the first derivative of this. So f prime at x, the first derivative, the slope of sine of x is cosine x, isn't it? Okay, so let's do that. So here at 0, the slope is 1, right? Because it's the point 1, 0, and this is the cosine value right there, isn't it? So we would have, we know the height is 0, so I'm just going to use, right, I'm using y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1, right? Point slope theorem here. Point slope theorem here. So we know here that the slope is 1, because cosine is 1, times x minus 0, isn't it? Right, because that x value, its angular value is 0 here. And that gives us y equals x as this first answer. So here's our first answer. Here's our line tangent. And then our second one is this. Our second one is pi. So at pi, right, we have a cosine value of -1, right? So we have y is equal to -1 times x minus pi, right? Now remember, the reason I'm not putting in the value here, we know because it's 0, the height is 0. So I am putting this value in, but it's 0, right? So that simplifies out to y is equal to -x plus pi, right? -x plus pi. Okay, and then the last one, let's put a little wrapper around that thing too. And then the last 0 is this one here, and we'll say that that is at y is equal to, at 2 pi, we're back to a cosine value of, 1, aren't we? So 1 times x minus 2 pi, right? And when we simplify that out, we'll get y is equal to x minus 2 pi, right? Okay, so I think that's not too bad, is it? So let's just review, I guess, really quickly. What do we do here? Our job here was to find the equation of the tangent lines at the zeros of the function. So the first thing we did was we found the zeros of the function, and we know there's a height of 0 here, right? And there's a height of 0 here because this is the x-axis, right? So height of 0 here. And then we read carefully that we are on this interval here, this open interval. So we went from 0 to pi back to 2 pi. So we counted the 1 twice, right? Okay, so that's what we have. I hope that was helpful. Good work.